So someone asked, how do you embody your higher self? Now I ask, what do you mean by higher self? Because most of the spiritual community, most of the spiritual texts, most of spirituality, especially New Age spirituality, explains that higher self is like a higher dimensional part of self, a higher dimensional version of self going up the dimensional planes. But my own experience by going through 1,000 past life and interlife regressions, and my experience through connecting with myself, is that there's different layers of this creation, and there's different layers of truth, and there's different layers of illusion. So, if you wanted to go the route of higher self in terms of higher dimensionality, you would go, say, 5th dimensional self, 6th dimensional self, 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever, up to 1,000,000 dimensional planes, because it's pretty much infinite, depending on what universe you go to and what universe you're going through. This universe usually, there's over 1,000, I've been to over 1,000 in this universe, but the main ones that most people use is up to the 21st, usually. So if you're looking at the higher self as in a higher dimensional version of self, say a 12th dimensional, 13th dimensional version of self, then that's different from you connecting to yourself in this now moment, because you're connecting to an outside piece, an outside fragment of yourself. You see, what's happened is when we've come into polarity, essentially when we've come out of love to experience ourselves as not love, and we've broken ourselves all the way down, we've split ourselves through lifetime after lifetime, experience after experience, reincarnation after reincarnation, and we've essentially come all the way down the ladder when we split trillions and trillions of times. They are parts of us, but they're split off, fragmented parts of us. They're not actually us. They're not actually who we truly are. So if you connect to the core of yourself and you go beyond the core of yourself and you go into the purest, most frequency-based, pure essence of yourself, you will connect with the version of self that is your true highest self. But if you go to a 12th dimensional version of self or a 13th dimensional self, you're going to a fragment of that which you are. You're not actually going to a true higher version of self. You're going to a higher, illusionary, fragmented part of self. It's not even truly who you are. But if you go within and you connect with the frequency of that which you are, love, within yourself, that is what I call a higher version of self, because that essentially is you. You're connecting with yourself, your true self in this now through yourself. You're connecting with the truth of that which you are through yourself in the now, instead of connecting with a fragment of that which you are in a different now. Do you understand? Why would you connect with a fragment of yourself in a different now when you can connect with the totality of that which you are in this now? That's what I would class as a higher version of self, not a fragment of you, because it's truly not even a higher version of you. It's just a fragmented part of you lost in the illusion of experience through time in this now moment, through a different now moment. It's just a fragment of you, a lost fragment of you at that. Because even a 12th, 13th dimensional being is still lost in the illusion. Now, many of you will say, well, what about God? Is God not the highest version of self? No. Is Source not the highest version of self? No. Why do you say that? Because when I went so deep within myself that I broke through beyond the barrier of polarity, beyond sources, I had to go past, through sources, because sources are us also. We're just fragments of source, we're fragments of creation. When I went past them and I broke out and I went into what you would call the frequency of love, I went into love, I became one with love. All there was love. There was nothing else but love. Sources, gods, did not and do not exist within love. They don't exist within love. They exist within the illusion of your experience of being that which you're not. So polarity, as the experience of that which you're not, creates the illusion of gods, sources, hierarchy, systems, control, people above you, versions of self above you. When you connect with the essence of that which you are, love, there is nothing above you, there is nothing below you, it is all one. You are all love, all of it's love. Higher self, you can go illusionary higher self, which is 12th dimensional, 13th dimensional, God, source, illusionary versions of self. They're illusion. Or you can go to love within self, the truth, the connection of that which you are through yourself, bring that through, and that version of self is the highest form of self. That is the true version of self. That is you connecting solely to the true essence of yourself. It's connecting to you. Connecting to God or sources does not assist you at all. It really doesn't. Connecting to non-illusionary parts of self is better than connecting to illusionary parts of self.